Yes, I have recommended this course to people, and I will continue to,
And why?
because it helps with things that you aren't necessarily learned in home or at school. It touches on the essentials that you don't get from everywhere. You parents, unless they are empowered themselves, don't instill this into their children.
Okay, give me some examples of what you mean, what's been instilled or what you learned.
How to find your brilliance, how to look inside yourself, find what's great about you, and project that out to the world.
When I first met Mr. Miller, I was captivated by him, knowing that he previously had been on TV before and he had talked to people that I aspired to be like as a child, from Minister Louis Farrakhan, Oprah Winfrey, and from millionaires and business owners to media personalities. So when I met him, I looked at him as this larger than life character, but once he started teaching the classes and the way he was on us, I kind of, we kind of bumped heads a couple of times, because once I got to see the instructor, he's a no thrills, no holds barred. He's going to go in and he's going to demand the best from you. And as a result of him doing that, it started to stick with me to the point that I started demanding the best of myself.
Well, it made me reassess my purpose, what I wanted to do. Gave me a sense of mission, which made me, in the empowerment program, it gave us the tools, the skill set, in terms of understanding what the mission is as terms of the process that you must go through to make your big dream become alive, and being able to manifest it with a certain timetable to make sure that we're true to ourselves, true to our purpose, true to our mission, so that what we claim we want to do, we will do in a certain period of time. So it's more than just pie in the sky, an abstraction.
I lacked a lot of focus. I was easily distracted. So the program, as we began to go through the program, and I began to learn certain aspects about myself, it was kind of, at times, a bitter pill to swallow, to really say to myself, you need to really check that attitude that you have, and it's not everybody's fault that these things are happening to you. So once that began to happen, it's like all of a sudden in my mind, because once I had a different attitude, look at it, then it's like it appeared to me things started coming together.
What type of teacher would you say he is? And I want to give you some adjectives.
Okay.
Funny, stern, knowledgeable, tough, easy, professional, honest, prepared, etc. Describe what type of teacher is he?
All of the above, actually. But the professionalism gets my attention. His knowledge of things in general. He's pretty knowledgeable. He's pretty profound with it, and he's stern. He is strict, but it's all out of care. It's all out of helping the individual understand the importance of empowerment, and that is necessary and needed to be empowered.
What did you learn about Mr. Miller during your time together?
Well, I didn't know him, but I had seen his show Transitions, and I was very impressed with his knowledge, his level of confidence, and I learned about his level of energy and his focus. And one of the most, I have to say this, his level of organization in terms of him having a daily plan of action, a to-do list that was so, he showed the class the to-do list, and it was so detailed. And this means that if we're going to have a purposeful life where we really work our potential, we have to be concerned about details and time frames to execute.
So how has the project helped you to do what you're doing now?
today, unfortunately for this interview, I ended up working extra late, getting off around 8 o'clock this morning, and I almost forgot that I had the scheduled interview today. But even though I was running late, what I learned inside the empowerment program is once you give your word, it's up to you to keep that word. If not, it makes you a liar. And to be empowered, being a liar is not a part of that in any way. It's the
Right.
total opposite.
As a result of taking this program, my grade point, I have an associate's degree in mental health. I have a certificate of addiction studies. But in the time in between me taking the program, there was a significant jump in my grade point average. And that's not by happenstance. It's a direct correlation to the program. So as I was taking this program and going to school, I began to look at things totally different. I began to say, you know what? I actually wanted to cut off TV and get to my studies. There were times where I would go to the program and listen to some of the tapes that we had, and I found them to be very inspiring. So, in that sense, I think that if it can do it for me, it can do it for anybody.
So how has the Empowerment Project helped you to do what you're doing now?
Well, it has mainly helped me better with empathy for people, interfacing with different organizations, speaking to them at a much clearer and a much higher level of self-confidence, where I can get and project my thoughts and ideas in a much better way than I did before.
So it has grown your confidence. Can you expound on that?
Well, prior to that, I would be very nervous talking to people, very standoffish. I didn't look them in the eye directly, consistently. But now I don't have a problem really doing that.
Give me one word to describe you before you took the empowerment course.
Incorrigible.
Give me one word to describe you after you completed the empowerment project.
One word to describe me now after taking the program: positivity.
Give me one word to describe you before you took the empowerment course. One word to describe you before you took the empowerment course.
Rudderless.
Okay, go ahead.
A boat, in order to maintain a course and a true line to the destination, it needs a guidance system, a rudder, in order to keep it on course. So when the winds of challenges blew my way, I was very easily blown off course. But learning the techniques of visualization, of writing a business plan, that served as an anchor for me emotionally, and it kept me on course to my goals, whatever goal that happens to be.
Okay, and continue with that. One word to describe after you finish the course.
Well, I would really have to say hopeful. Because see, now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of my big dreams of bringing my own organization together and people that are interested in helping me reach my big dream.
Give me one word
Okay.
to describe you before you took the empowerment course.
Laid back.
Okay. Give me one word to describe you after you completed the empowerment project.
Focused.
I would say, really, for any and every person that hears my voice, get with the empowerment program that Jeffrey Miller has created, because you will learn, you will expand, and if you follow through with all of the instruction, you too will be able to flower and execute your full potential.